This is semi front wrap cross carry with a Poppins finish. And to begin, I start with a short tail. So just placing one end of the wrap over my shoulder and make sure that it just comes just barely touching the floor. I bring the fabric across my back to the front, around my torso, and then I cross my back again to the opposite shoulder, creating an X over my back. And I'm at pretty much the beginning of front wrap cross carry. X on the back, center sash on the front with two tail pieces coming down over my shoulders. Now I'm going to bring all the slack forward, make space for my baby, pick up my baby and place them on top of my shoulder nice and high. With the other hand, I will gently guide them through the center sash, making sure that the bunched fabric is behind their knees and just taking my time, making sure that they have a nice deep seat and that they're seated into that fabric and that their knees are higher than their bum. I will then bring the top edge of the center sash up across their back to the nape of their neck, finding the fabric that is closest to me, the pass that is closest to me, and finding the top edge. I will begin to pull out the slack. So strand by strand or third by third, if I split up my cross pass into thirds, just in sections, pulling out the slack and keeping the tension by pinning the fabric between my knees. Then I'll move on to the other side, doing the same thing, keeping the fabric on top of my shoulder and pulling out all the slack. Again, taking my time to make sure that my baby's seat is nice and deep, that their knees are higher than their bum, that the fabric is going from knee to knee in a straight line. Once that's done, I bring the fabric up like a V, down like suspenders. And now the one pass that's the top layer, I will bring under my arm, around and over baby, nice and smooth. Then I'll place it underneath that pass that's going straight down between my knees, and I'll spread it across and flip it back on itself. So as you can see, I'm making sure that it's nice and smooth across baby's back to ensure that there's no bunching, no pressure points, and no discomfort for baby. And now bring both tails behind me, and I will tie in a double knot. And this is basically a finished carry. I can now move on to any sort of adjustments, like with my shoulder. I can make sure that I cap my shoulder, pull the fabric away from my neck, spread the fabric across my back as much as possible, and make sure that baby is also nicely covered by 3 layers. And this is a semi front wrap cross carry with a Poppins finish.